fluctuating, changing. What you view as hot or a hit, and you can quote me, boy, cause I say the shit. I could drop jewels for you, keep it gutter. Story tell like none other, brag like a motherfucker. Pat them down like suspected undercovers, cause the simple fact is I don't trust ya, and I don't want ya to get it confused. I just wanna give it to you like breaking news. The way I break the rules, laws get fractured, jaws get shattered, bras be flattered. I prefer the latter. Me, myself, and I, yeah, supreme master. So for voices, entertainment, all that matters. So you should stop with the chitter chatter. Get your friends and we can all gather. I'm cool, motherfucker. He's so cool. He's no fool. Old school, new school. Giving it to you just how you need, cause he needs it too. It goes shake cred, what? Break bread, what? He's so cool. Giving it to you just how you need, cause he needs it too.
This is Since1974radio.com. Y'all see the man over there?
Yada.
That's Jay Messiah. What's good with you, sir?
Hey, you know, ain't nothing, man. Back in the city, glad to be home.
Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up. Where you been? You been hiding?
Man, you know, I'm, being in Columbus, I got a whole little different movement now going on. Like, Jay Messiah always, pushing and Soulful Voices Entertainment, but I got a couple cats I've been rolling with. We go by the almighty Al Greens.
Oh, y'all is tripping over there.
Yeah. Teo G's. That S is a dollar sign, no doubt. And it consists of me, Keith Metro from S.A. Smash, and my boy Blast Mega from 270.
Wait a minute, man. What happened to the Hometown Villains?
Hometown Villains is still in the works. It's like we got a lot of material between both. Like Teo G's is like the veterans of the Hometown Villains, basically. Like we're the ones that's been out here solo, putting out work. Okay. We got a couple cats that's, they've been doing their thing with the rapping, but they haven't had to put backing or, they haven't been doing performances and stuff like the three of us have on a consistent basis. So it's like we got the material, but we still trying to get, everything in order. And it just kind of, the almighty Al Greens just kind of caught fire.
That's a catchy ass name right there. Yeah. The almighty Al Green.
Yeah, man.
What's the name? What's the meaning behind the name?
It's like it's a bunch. It's like a mashup. So you got, we all feel like we almighty when we came together,
right?
Because we all like individual artists. We are excellent.
Okay.
And then you got the Al, who represents like the wisdom.
Okay.
It also represents Al Greens. You thinking about, white owls, smoking and stuff like that. And then the dollar sign mean, give me my bottom line. So, and then also like we that's the whole name, but like the Teo G's, Metro, he was in a group called S.A. Smash with one of our boys, Kaboo Teo, rest in heaven. But he went by Teo.
Okay.
So like it just happened that way. It was almost like, oh, we're Teo's G's almost. Like if you just play with it. So it's just like a bunch of different meanings. But
sitting around getting high as hell.
Yep, that's exactly what it was. Getting high, vibing, joking, and then one day it just caught.
It worked.
It worked.
That's what's up. That's what's up. I heard you mention 270.
Oh, yeah, 270 is the interstate that wraps around the city of Columbus.
Right.
And my other guy, Blast Mega, he was in a group called 270.
Okay.
And it's just basically him and several other members, actually. They was like almost in the Hometown Villain vein. Like they did solo stuff. They did posse stuff. But it was like they were deep. And, he just was representing that. So, like, that's what they were representing, the city. And then, they did a lot of music and stuff. And they put it out. But I guess they disbanded. Things happen in life and stuff. So some went solo, but they still come together. Like everybody's still cool and stuff. It's just everybody spread out now.
I mean, we just spoke on about at least 5 different groups.
Right.
So that means the Columbus music scene is vibrant. It's moving down there.
It is moving down there, and it's picking up. Like, when I first moved down there, like coming into my own as an artist, I was kind of like ushered into this underground hip-hop scene in Columbus, and it was popping.
Right.
It was to the point where, cats today that think they got bars, they won't last.
Right.
You get the mic snatched from you.
Quick.
You get real quick, pushed on stage, bum rush, all types of stuff. And it was real, like, just thorough, hole in the wall spots, like high energy. Like, the first time I saw mosh pits wasn't at a rock show, it was like some hip-hop shows.
Right.
And then, like Columbus, the city itself changing. And
man, that mug changed like every 3 months.
Yeah, every 3 months. So there was like venues that like were really pushing hip-hop. And like next 2-3 years, they doing dub stuff. They ain't even having no hip hop. But there's a couple cats down there now, like helping them push the scene. Like me, myself, my crew, and a whole bunch of slew of other people. Like shout out to Josh Miller and Greg Gatsby. They always doing events. Somebody always trying to bring some artists there. Like I just saw Crooked Eye on a Wednesday, April 15th, and then the 16th I saw Currency. Like right back to back, so it's trying to pick up.
And, I used to live in Columbus from like, I'm gonna say, without trying to give away my age. Well, shit, y'all know my age. But from I think I was in Columbus from '93 to '97.
Okay.
Between the Lorraine area and Columbus, between '93 and '97, and they had a vibrant music scene back then too, man. They had the Columbus Mob, and you know what I'm saying, and Quiet as Kept. They had an Ohio Hip Hop Awards going on back then.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Man, a lot of people don't want to recognize that, but yeah, man, they had a little hip hop awards going on way back in '93, '94, and shit. I mean, we had a little tape floating around there, a Midwest Federation. We did like about 5,000 units in Columbus.
Oh, what I'm saying? I remember hearing about that because I moved down there in '97.
Okay.
So I remember Columbus Mob. I remember the Federation. Just seeing stuff like get it, affiliated with the city and stuff. Because back when I first moved down there, I was still shy. I didn't know what 16s were. You know what I mean? I was just writing.
Like you said, when you say you get the mic snatched from you, definitely that's what Columbus was about. It was. I mean, you had Cameron in town. He had his own little club, kept it popping, kept entertainment coming in and coming out. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, the whole Dipset was a part of Columbus,
And they were really like running Columbus for a while. Yeah. I mean, they had spots on 25th, and you always heard about them in the clubs and stuff like that. It was to the point where it was like artists, MCs that were there were trying to get at them so they could get on because they were just in the city, like tough.
Running it. That's when Cameron had his liquors, and that's when he was rocking the pink fur.
Yep.
Whoa, this nigga Killer Cam. He was in Columbus getting it in.
Yes, sir. That's why, when he put that song out, Get It in Ohio, I was like, yeah, you was.
He showed mad love, man. He showed mad love. Since the last time we talked, we talked to the whole Soulful Voices BMG camp in I guess the past month, outside of you and Marcus Cross.
Okay.
We haven't talked to you since you came to visit us in Cleveland.
Right. Yeah, it's been a while.
So what's been going on with you since then?
Well, I've been doing the group things like the Hometown Villains. That kind of came to a point where it was like we had so much material, some stuff was undone. So that's kind of like currently what we doing. We gotta get all the different MCs there to finish up tracks, and in that meantime, we was doing like a lot of pre-production and recording, and that's when the Teo G's was born. And we just been doing shows. I've done more shows probably in this last year and a half than I have since I started going hard in 08, so it's like that's picking up. This Friday there's this guy named Josh Miller. He does Knock 5, Ohio, and he just does events. He does like a Wednesday. It's called The Breaks. They have DJs. They might pay tribute to Dilla one time. They might do, they done Pete Rock. But they'll do like open mics and have DJing. But he also has he does shows like a monthly. And so I've been getting up with him, doing stuff. There's a Friday flow, which should be out this Friday. It should be my turn up. It's just like a 16 over instrumental, just try to stay relevant and productive down there. But man, staying out the way. I had my run in with the law, y'all. Like, I got tased last July 4th.
Shit, brother.
Yeah. Wrong place, wrong time. Too much fun. Got impatient because nobody was believing me. Right. Like, long story short, I end up stupidly being intoxicated, exploring this building, and I got to a particular floor. At the first 3 floors, it was like, go out on this deck, go back in. Go upstairs, go out on the next deck. Right. It was like balconies. And when I came in, the balcony I was kicking it on, my boys was DJing on it. They had a pool outside, so it was just kicking it. My boy like jumped in there fully clothed. So that's the type of night we was having.
We was having a good-ass time.
Good-ass time. And then I end up going to another floor doing the same thing. But when I walked in this door, it was somebody's house. It wasn't the hallway.
You like, hold on a minute.
Yeah, I was scared. They were startled. They ended up calling the cops. I didn't leave the building because I didn't really think I was in trouble. I didn't think I did anything that bad. Right. It was an honest mistake. But shoot, cops came. They had come for like a half hour after that. So if I was really feeling like I was in trouble, I'd been gone.
Right.
So I stayed. I saw them start asking people about it. I told them it was me and everything.
Damn.
That was the worst thing I could have did, because then they held me for like 20 more minutes asking questions, trying to get stories and stuff, and me thinking that I know my rights and some things about the law. I'm like, are y'all arresting me? Because you can't detain me, and that guy's right there, and we're going to talk this out right now so y'all understand that it's not a big problem. But cops don't like you telling them what you gonna do.
Yeah, because that's we don't get into that too, but that's like we had a conversation on the radio yesterday. Man, the laws done changed in the past 3 or 4 years. And every time I bring up Obama, folks be like, don't bring the president into this. Obama, man, Obama signed a piece of paper that gave them people the right to do a lot of stuff that they doing right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He signed that shit into law, and that's his fault.
Yeah, and you see what's escalated since then. It's not like it wasn't going on before, but it's escalated.
Man, they've been getting away with it, bro, and that's painful. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of that, how you feel about what's going on across the country right now, man?
Man, it's definitely like a roller coaster of different emotions, because you got one side of me, raised as a Christian. I don't think anything is the answer as far as like retaliation or acting out or being disruptive, but at the same time I'm a nigga from the hood too,
right?
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, just like I said, I've had my experience. I feel like I got wrongfully tased and locked up that day, and it's like, what if I would have pulled my phone out of my pocket? I might not be having this interview today. So it's like, so I feel like some of it is necessary. Like, I was reading a post on Facebook, I believe, and it was like one of the councilmen talking about the economic poverty and the social awareness, and that's why this stuff is happening like it is. And it's also like, that makes the media, because they've been having peaceful protests too, and nobody's recognizing that type of stuff.
That's so like the music though, man. I mean, that ain't what America built on. We're not built on the positive shit that we do.
Right.
This country is built on the crime, the lies, the sex, the violence. This country is made of, and that's what they focus on. They don't never focus on the positive shit. That's just like what we doing here at One Vision Recording Studios. All of this is some positive shit.
It is very positive.
Because we niggas. We are black folks. We are niggas. We could just as easily have a chop shop.
Right.
You feel me?
Or this could be a trap building or anything. Yeah.
We're doing some positive ass shit, but ain't nobody. It's gonna take them a second to recognize. They ain't gonna just be like, "Oh, them niggas over there doing some positive shit. Let's throw them some bread." They gonna sit back and watch, like,
what they doing, who they got coming in and out of there.
Instead of recognize that, you know what I'm saying? We done been through all that, and we see what it's gonna take for us to change our own community. It's gonna take for us. It's not gonna take for us waiting on y'all to do it. It's gonna take for us to do it. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna be a long, hard road.
It is, and I was just saying, like, it's really. Like, let's be honest, nobody want to die over, like, ignorance.
Right.
But that's what's happening. And it's like, we can choose to be ignorant if we want to, and, like, go out here and be aggressive and riot and stuff like that, which I don't I'm not saying that I agree, but I don't disagree with what happened. But also, it's like the only way to have some real change is like it is the education. It's like I can't go out here and stop the cops from popping niggas.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I can go out here and talk to the youth and be like, look, there's no reason to be in the way when you don't need to be in the way.
Exactly.
You know, like, and grab your friend up here or grab somebody that you don't know even and be like, yo.
They got to realize that these cell phones not saving nobody. You breaking out your cell phone, recording the police, that ain't doing shit but aggravating them more.
Yeah,
you know
more.
Man, you cut that shit out, bro. I mean, it's fucked up that whoever is in trouble is in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
But let them be in trouble, and hopefully they'll calm their ass down, go do that little jail time, and get out, man, because it's different. They would kill your ass now. You
right.
know what I'm saying? That's real. That's not no made up shit or just a coincidence that one or two motherfuckers done been killed. No, they are killing your ass now. They feel
weekly.
Like fuck taking you to jail. That's a waste of time.
They like jail's overcrowded anyway.
You ain't learning shit by going to jail. So nigga, fuck you. You ain't worth shit. No way. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Which is like, are you fucking man? One of our callers called up here yesterday, bro, and this shit, I'm gonna keep spreading this message because this shit hurt my heart, and I'm probably gonna play that interview again in a little while. But
okay,
he said back in 2002, I want to say, he said he was in Montreal.
Okay,
and he said he seen a commercial that came across that said, "Feed the starving children of Detroit."
Ooh.
I mean, this is America, bro. That shit just made it seem like we was a third world country or something.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then he went on to say that, you know, in Canada, they consider from Detroit to Chicago a dead food zone, meaning that there really aren't any grocery stores. You know what I'm saying? And as he was saying that shit, I'm thinking to myself, like, because I'm from Flint, and I know that they just closed 3 grocery stores in, like, the past 3 months.
Man.
In our city, like. And he was like, so what are we eating? We eating at the dollar store. We grocery shopping at Dollar General and food, the Family Dollar. And where do that shit come from? Because it's cheap. You know what I'm saying? That shit come from China. That's recall shit. You know what I'm saying? We ain't really supposed to be eating that shit, but that's all we got.
Dang, I just ate some Hot Pockets from Dollar General too, man.
Dude, now you see why the shit touched home to me. Like,
right.
Man, hold on, bro.
Wow.
And now you can see why it's deeper than just the police killing us. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
There's a lot of stuff on our plate that got us fed up because, man, we humans, we being treated subhuman.
Yeah, subhuman. The inequality is like, we would never equal, but it's like, you know, that wool pull over your eyes like, oh, you got entertainers and millionaires that are black, so you think you could achieve that, but in this big scheme of things, it's like you still are black. And I understand people, like, they want to say all lives matter. They don't want to just say black lives matter. And I agree, all lives do matter. But when you're targeted constantly for, you know, whatever the case may be, and it's just, it seems like that. What it is, I feel like what's really going on, and I'm not a big conspiracy dude, but I do believe something's going on, like some genocide.
Oh, that's the word there, bro.
You know what I mean? Stuff like that. It's just like, man, when you see this stuff, it makes you, like, I'll well up inside and start feeling like, man, what's next? Or I'm just going to stay inside, and now I'm not helping nobody.
Dude, that's the question. Is like, after we have this conversation that we having right now, we could both ask each other, like, okay, so now that we done talked about it, what can we do to change it?
Mm-hmm.
That shit is puzzling.
Yeah, it is puzzling.
We could say educate, but, I mean, we could say pray. We could say pray, but we've been praying.
Yeah.
We've been
putting our this community.
Our kids to school.
Yeah.
We've been in the streets doing this shit, and it's just like I said earlier, bro. We in here doing some positive shit, and they watching us like they just wait for us to just smoke some weed when the wrong people ride by.
Right.
They're going to try to shut this shit down like they was outside smoking a joint.
They don't care. We got kids up in here in the dance studio or, you know, community services or nothing like that. They don't care about what it really is. It's like what it look like to them. You know what I'm saying? It's like, if it's a group of niggas, we basically a gang.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And when you put gang with it, that means a legal organization. You know, it's a rap. But I believe this stuff is going on right now, desensitizing America, like, through the media. Mm-hmm. so that just like why they went in for the terrorism, and then they show us all this stuff, and then we could go over there and have a war. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's like they want to do martial law and stuff like this, so they're like desensitizing everybody, so that when they do initiate that,
that's what the article of the police state that the president signed. It was saying that if you commit a terrorist act, and don't get me wrong, you ain't got to fly no airplane into no building to be committing no terrorist act.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just walking in this building and saying, blow this motherfucker up is a terrorist act. You might have been drunk, and all your friends and everybody in here except for one person knew that you was just kidding.
Yeah.
But that one motherfucker called the police, and you are considered a terrorist. And they can lock your ass up, bro, and never let you go.
Man.
Never. They don't have to ever let you go. Don't have to give you a reason why you locked up or none of that. And for them to be in the street rioting, that's a terrorist act.
Yeah.
You know
it is.
I mean, for martial law, for them to call the National Guards and all that, they right, because really the country is under attack by a bunch of motherfuckers. Even though we are citizens, we in the wrong. You know
right, we in the wrong because we acted out.
Fighting for our rights. We fucking fighting for our lives and shit. It's like, man, how much can you take when, like you say, we've been impoverished, we eating fucking recall food, you know what I'm saying? Barely anybody got driver's license, and
right.
Fucked up for us. It's hard for us. It's not an even playing field. But you look on TV, you see the Ray Lewises and the Puffy Daddies walking around with the big gold chains and flashing money all over the place, and you think that's possible, and it is. It is possible. But you got to realize that that's only 1%. It's more of us doing bad than it is out here making it rain.
Up and balling. Yeah.
But if the way you look at it from the outside looking in, you think we all balling.
Right. You see, yo hat to the back, my brim flat.
Oh, they balling.
You know what I'm saying? I got a little polo keychain on the chain. They think I'm flossing. Like, this is just something I just rock because, I be rocking some polo stuff. You know what I'm saying? But
you know what? It ain't even my swag, or it made me feel good.
Yeah.
In a fucked up situation.
Right, it's our style.
Take the chain off and take off all my feel good, I realize my fucked up situation.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So this made me feel good about my situation.
Yeah, you right. Because when I was, where was I going? Oh, I was going to Cincinnati, and I walking past this building, going to the Greyhound or whatever, and I happen to look in the mirror, and from the top to the bottom almost, I'm like, oh, I look good. And then I look at my shoes, and I'm like, oh, these shoes, I done had these for too long. I just stopped. I went to the store. I bought some new shoes, and when I walked past that building again, I felt that much better about myself. Like, okay, now I'm fully together.
Right.
But it's just little stuff like that, that'll boost your confidence, or it's the culture. But what they see, we know it as the culture and the lifestyle. Mm-hmm. They look at it as a threat. Right. You know what I'm saying? They animals, they savages. So any little thing, when I got tased, like I said, the cops don't like you telling them what they gonna do. Mm-hmm. But when I told them what I was gonna do, and then I got up to do it, mm-hmm. that's when it was all my movement. I didn't go toward no cop. I didn't be aggressive. I got up to do what I said I was gonna do, and they took that as aggression.
It was because they were the authority. You're not gonna tell the authority what you gonna do.
Exactly. So it's that's why we could talk, and like you said, we could see what we gotta do, educate, pray, and all this stuff. But it's we not the authority. Right. We citizens, and then and we lower class citizens because of our tax bracket, or the way or where we live at, or where we coming from. So
I wish I could pull up that article right now, man, because just what you just said, and it used to be a song. I think it was by Ice Cube, and he used to say, even if you in the NBA, you're still a nigga.
Oh yeah.
It was a woman. I think she was in Chicago, an older woman, 60, 70 years old.
Mm-hmm.
She was spit on, cussed at, and slapped by this white man. Called her all kind of niggas and this, that, and the other. She's a judge, bro.
Man.
Fucking judge. You feel me? But in their eyes, you're still a nigga. They don't care how successful you get. Diddy is still a nigga to them.
Yeah.
He equal to me and you to them.
Right. No matter how many millions, billions, he got.
He is equal to me and you to them, bro. That's crazy as hell, man. Bro, I didn't mean to get off into that deep political
discussion.
Oh,
no, it's all good.
You know, we need that.
Yeah, we do. It has to be that. Like, that is one thing I feel like will help a discussion that's not, because you have everybody that have their views. Some people go be like Riot Moore.
Right.
Some people like I saw the Ray Lewis clip. It's like he like no, this is not right.
That one made me mad because he said not on our watch.
Right,
bro. It already done happened on our watch.
Yeah,
you feel me?
Yeah.
Man, like I said, bro, I did a little research, and at the time, it was 162 black people, not just men, women of all ages, old, young, killed by police this year, bro, 2015, and we only going into the 5th month. 162 people, black folks, man. That's like almost 18, 19 people a month, bro.
Just by the cops?
Just by the police, bro. That is too many.
That's way too many.
That is too many.
That's not protecting and serving. That's execution.
They shot my man in the back, put their knee in his neck, and when he said, "I can't breathe," fuck your breath. Man, that's not protecting and serving. I don't give a fuck what I did. If I'm wrong, take me to jail, bro.
Right.
You ain't got to kill me. The motherfucker in Baltimore, man, I seen a motherfucker post his criminal record. You know, had a bunch of distribution of cocaine charges from a person that used to sell drugs and will still sell drugs if I need be. Yeah. That's a way of providing for my family.
Right.
You feel me? So yeah, I got a record, but it was because I was trying to provide for my family when y'all wouldn't hire me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And to know that y'all separated his spleen. How do you separate a human spleen, bro? That couldn't be easy.
Man.
And then after you separated his spleen, you drug him across the pavement to the paddy wagon, and you didn't think no other niggas that saw that treatment and been seeing this, you didn't think we was gonna be like, hey man, hold up.
Right. Like
I was truthfully, honestly wondering where was all the aggression when they let the motherfucking get away with the Trayvon shit. Motherfuckers was peaceful as hell after the Trayvon shit. It scared me like, is we some pussies? Are we scared?
Exactly, and that's the thing is like, that's the other thing. Is like we can speak, but like when it happens, when it hits the fan, like how you want to be? You know what I'm saying? Do you want to cower and let them do what they gonna do, or you gonna stand up and fight and let them and maybe get your life taken?
And then again, like the caller yesterday said, we got to be careful. Because I asked him, what can we do? He said, man, we got to peacefully protest. He said, because them guns we got, all us niggas running around with AK-47s, them guns was made in 1947. You know what I'm saying? He said, in the wars back then, the motors was only able to carry up to 10 inches thick of steel. Now the motors are able to carry up to 50 inches thick of steel. You feel me?
Right.
And the bullets that we able to buy only able to penetrate 2 inches of steel. So when they really come, we lose fighting.
Right, because they got the heavy artillery.
When they pull out them tanks and them new guns, we lose. You know, so we don't really want to fight.
Right.
I just want y'all to know that, look, man, we ain't taking this shit.
Yeah.
You feel me? Because if we really wanted to fight, nigga, we'd jump on that motherfucking plane and fly our ass over the ISIS and band in like, hey, nigga, what's up?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I ain't say that. I don't want y'all to ban me.
I said it.
But bro, we gotta get back to the music, man. I want you to introduce this your latest joint, the one you got the video for that's banging.
Oh, good looking, man. This is it's Who Will I Choose? A remake of Chris Bender, Rest in Heaven, song Who Will I Choose, and it's hip hop style, produced by Dub James. You know, pretty hot. Something for guys and ladies to consider, you know.
Let's get into it.
Yes, sir.
This year, man, should have been every year, but we got this, man. I can't wait, man. We got all the things that everybody wants, from gospel to hip hop to R&B. I mean, what you think, bro?
Man, we just came out with All Yeah earlier. We came out with Usual.
Yeah.
And now, you answering your phone, man, in a meeting?
Well, hold on, man. It might be business. It might. Oh, it's not business. It's not picture of one-armed man without a hand trying to juggle. I'm 1 plus 2 plus 3 in a couple. Three's company, I'm in the third of this puzzle. Hearts gonna crumble, the fragments and rubble. From these bad habits, playing tactics I master. Blame the hustle, keep them polo back duffel. Victoria's secrets and truffles. Bath and body works after work, filling the tub with bubbles. They ain't time to cuddle, way that I'm grinding. They both honor my lifestyle, reason it's hard to size it. But I gotta choose before they both slide it. Both sides of the fence, getting weary from the constant climate. I'm realizing that only one can really share your world, and neither one is down with sharing with another girl. No matter if I shower both with diamonds and pearls, the end results end up the same. This may drive me insane. Yeah.
Not a girl. Don't wanna lose her. Don't wanna lose her. Now they know, crazy. What will I do? Who will I choose?
Pros outweigh the cons, both wifey material, capable of making a mere man feel inferior. This is typical, albeit criminal. Brothers and sisters have lost lives to pimpish rituals. I don't wanna play this game, but I'm past that time now. Didn't expect this is how things would turn out. Burnt out over this dilemma. She lose, I lose, she lose. There will be no winners. Oh sure, I'm better off cause I get to pick. My feelings are invested, the market's crashing quick. Everyone has an opinion, but no stock tips. Every mistake teaches lessons, but I don't feel wrong for loving two chicks. I only feel bad for making them go through this. I can drag this out, but I ain't selfish. I know I sound like a hypocrite, always had good intent. I'm keeping both riding it out, see what I get.